This is a paid program. JJ Publicidad, EMR, and its owners and associates take no responsibility for the opinions or statements made by the talk show host or their guest.
Knowledge is power. Boost Your Business, the show that elevates your business with ideas, tips, advice, information, and tools that will take your business to the next level. Boost Your Business with Erica Sánchez begins now.
That's true. All right, welcome. Good morning to BYB Boost Your Business. I'm Erica. I'm your host for today. Thanks for making time to join me on another Saturday morning to talk about, ideas, feedback. We'll have experts talk about, some of their expertise, or we bring owners to promote their business on the platform. So thank you again. My name is Erica. My full-time career is pretty much a franchise consultant and advisor, and I'm also a developer. So I help owners franchise their business. It's what I do from Monday to Friday. On my days off, it's just where I'm at, promoting people's business because I enjoy helping out and whatever I can to give back to the community. So, a little bit more bio about me. Anyway, I'm excited because I have someone very special, a very good friend of mine. I met him a couple of months ago, right? Yeah. About a year ago. Feliciano Angel Salinas. He actually is the owner and CEO of Power Rentals. So I want to give him a very nice welcome and then also introduce yourself.
No, thank you. Thank you, Erica, for having me here. I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Never done anything like this before.
I know. It's your first time on a radio show, right?
Yeah, definitely. First time for everything.
Anyway, well, let us know a little bit more about your history. Where did you grow up? Where are you from? You lived all your life in Arizona?
Yes. No, I'm born and raised here in Phoenix, Arizona.
Oh, you are native. I didn't know that. Really?
Yeah, I'm native. Yeah.
So you're like me. We're natives. That's awesome.
There you go. We're all natives here. Nah, we're actually less people are, less natives now. You see more people coming in here now from out of states.
I know a lot of snowbirds,
Oh, yeah.
When I meet people, I'm like, he's not from here. Can't be from here, especially because you're so light-skinned.
Oh,
yeah. I'm like, you should be more sunburned.
Yeah, well, we're 54% what's it called? I forgot. I'm like 45%, like Hispanic, and then Spaniard. We're 54% Spaniard. Okay. My brother told me. He told me he took the blood test, and they said we're 54% Spaniard. I was like, wow, maybe that's why we're so light.
I hear that it's different for everyone's DNA, though.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Interesting. But, okay, so Power Rentals, this is your business. I wanted to show everyone what it is. I'm not sure if you've ever seen this before, if you ever, seen it at the stores, or maybe you went to a convenience store or a gas station or somewhere where they had these items in there. But tell us more about what is your business, Give us a rundown.
Yeah. So basically you're able to download an app. On the app, you can actually locate phone chargers.
Okay.
And then on the app, you could actually get directions to there. And once you get there, you could find the little kiosk machine.
Okay.
And you scan the machine, and a fully charged phone charger comes out. And they could charge any phone, almost any small device, iPhones, Androids.
This is interesting. So what got you to do this as a career? Like, what did you do before? I like to ask because this is curious to know what shifted in your life for you to leave, or maybe still work, whatever that is.
Yeah. Well, I did. I had other businesses as well, and it was good making the money, but I wanted to do something I'm passionate about. Like you want to always solve a problem. Your phone always dying. Mm-hmm. You carry your phone charger with you in your pocket all the time, and like, what are we doing? There's a better way.
Yeah.
Let's get that here. Then you start seeing the possibilities that are out there, and there's a better way. Why not implement it? Why wait for somebody to do it when you could be the person doing it?
Yeah. This reminds me of like a cell phone, though.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I like. It's real thin. And then you could just take it with you. You can put it in your pocket. And it has all the other cords to it. And then you can also take it home, recharge it.
So it can charge laptops, it can charge devices, it can charge my earpods, pretty much.
All of those. I could do earbuds,
so
Bluetooth speakers, some laptops, almost all of them. When you're ready on the go, this is a good power source to take, because even if you buy your own, you still have to charge it at home. Don't forget it at home. This one is on the go. You pick it up. Let's say eventually you want it at every convenience stores for all the people taking the bus. For they could charge their phone on the go. What are they offering to charge on the go for bus stops?
I see them. So
yeah.
$3 per hour.
Yep.
I see that. This is so small and fittable.
Real small, and then you could just spread them out everywhere. And right now we're like at Sky Zone. We're at Uptown Jungle.
Wow.
You know, we're a lot of local bars. We're at the Celebrity Theater. You know, right now we're also at the Body Language Festival.
Good for you.
You know, so we're just trying to grow as much as we can. You know, we're looking for open-minded business owners, you know, to allow us to give them a free charging station at their location. And we'll also put their logo, their business on our app as well, so they could be located faster.
So this is actually very good for even for coffee places, because I found that when you go to a coffee shop and you're working on your homework or you're working on work stuff, your laptop is going to be gone off charge in an hour or two, and your device.
Exactly.
And there's not enough plugs around the walls.
Yeah.
Right? So this is actually very nice to work with the owner to provide this to customers.
Even before they even start building as well, because if you think about how much is it to put each electrical outlet in there for in building next to each table and everything. What about the middle tables that don't have outlets?
That's true.
What about them at that point? You know, you want something, you know, if they want to build that, they could, but also this is just another options over here. We're just giving people options.
Wow.
Options is good to have.
That's amazing. You can literally solve the issues with battery at all the local places, not just coffee shops, but also like the yogurt places where people like to do their work and just, you know, go there to do things. So this is the way it looks like, right? This is the station that...
Yes, that one's at Celebrity Theater right there.
Wow.
So when they have a festival, you know, your phone's dying, you could go down.
Okay, so let's talk about what got you to doing this. Like, I need to know the story.
Oh, got me to doing this? Honestly, I've been a visionary person since I was like a kid. You know, growing up, I was always making stuff out of cardboard. You know, all my friends tell me, oh, John, what are you going to make this time? I used to look forward to summer because I used to have a new invention. I want to build a fortress or, you know, like toys for my G.I. Joe, for propellers, remote control cars.
That's
growing
cool.
up, you know, and then when you're growing up, you know, stuff happens. It kind of derails you with your main goals in life, but that's part of growth, I guess. You know, growing up when I was a kid, you know, my dad was from Mexico. And
What part of Mexico?
Jalisco.
Jalisco.
And then he came over here, and then he met my mom, you know, and they got together. My mom was, she was born here as well. So they got together, and, you know, and then they had us growing up. But, you know, my dad was a hard worker. You know, my dad was working. He had like 2 jobs. He was an entrepreneur too when he was younger as well. He had his own mechanic shop.
Nice. Okay.
He was a welder too. He used to go weld, a local place called Myrna Welding, and then he used to come home, work on cars.
Wow.
You know, build the engine from scratch. You know, he'd build cars. He used to have his own. When I was a kid, my mom always told me that he used to have his own auto shop as well.
So you pretty much grew up with the family full of entrepreneurs and like very driven.
Oh yeah,
right?
we're very driven person. You know, people are. You know, because we know the struggles. You know, even growing up, you know, it was hard. For my dad coming over here, he made it. You know, he made it. But us growing up, we still had it better than what he had it.
Yeah, I think that's like the case for everyone who was first generation born in the U.S., right?
Yes.
So Chicanos.
Chicanos, exactly.
Yeah.
You know, and you know, but I was still raised in a house with, you know, no AC, you know, no house phone.
Wow.
You know, just off and on cable here and there. You know, but my dad taught us a lot of respect and work ethic. You know, that's what we always admired my dad.
One thing that I have to make a compliment about you is that you're always smiling and you always have a positive attitude. Every single time I see you, or you're always like smiling, and I'm like, how is this guy always happy?
When I get nervous, I smile. That's what it is. Yeah.
This picture tells it all, man. That's awesome.
Yeah. When I get nervous, I'm always smiling. I'm just a normal. I just smile all the time for no reason. There's so much things to be positive about.
I agree.
You know?
I agree.
Yeah, I think when something happens, there's always a reason for it. You might not see it at that point, but go along the road, you could look back and be like, because of this.
Yeah.
You know, and I feel everything's a learning experience. You know, it's like growing up. It was kind of hard growing up, but you learn from it. I think that's what made me stronger.
Yeah, absolutely. And how big is your team? So are you just only based in Arizona? Are you going to be growing to other states?
Oh, yes. We're trying to grow throughout the whole U.S., actually. We want to get, people are looking for passive income. A lot of people want to get something new, something that's not out there yet.
Yeah.
This is a good opportunity for them.
Right.
You know, by the time you hear it on the news and everything, it's too late. You know, all the people went over there already. If you see it on YouTube, you see it somewhere else, people are talking about it. Don't get it wrong, it's still good. But you want to get something when it's nice. Imagine you getting YouTube back in '98.
Yeah.
Or
before it gets very saturated.
Exactly,
right?
and eventually, right here, this is gonna be a subscription type business in the future.
So talk to us about I know when I spoke to you a couple of months ago, we were working on I think it was like a subcontract for people who want to own or maybe be part of the company. What are you offering right now for anyone who's watching that might need to make side money?
Yeah,
it might help you. Like, what does that look like?
So, like, let's say if you're a normal person, don't have money, and you like going to a bar. You'd be like, hey, if you convince a bar owner to take my machine there, I'll give you a percentage of the revenues to you for a good 6 months. Mm-hmm. But if you keep bringing them to me, you're gonna continue to get revenues. Okay. You know, so that's just a person that's going to a bar that wants to charge their phone, and they could convince them to place a free machine at their location. Right. You know, I'll give them a commission on that. Right. You know, so you could come in with nothing. So if you have your favorite place that you want your phone charger, you know, there's no contracts.
As long as they go and they get this client, they get a negotiation, they close the deal.
Even if they lead them to me, it's like, hey, call this guy. He said he wants to do it. I'll go meet up with them. I'll show them everything. Awesome. You know, and then they could get the money on the back end, and I'll send them, you know, quarterly payments, you know, on that. And it's a good way to start with nothing. And if people that want to get into the business, they could buy their own machines, find their locations, and then they'll keep them away. They'll keep like the majority of it for them, you know, and they're gonna still use the app that could be readily available at any state. You know, that's what we want to go to, like Florida, Texas. All these places are starting to grow. Yeah. Those are good places, like Fort Lauderdale, Miami. Wow. You know, Austin, Texas, even California. This could be everywhere.
Okay. So we talked about briefly, you talked about having the competitors, you know, being out there that they're also mimicking or probably have something like this in place. What makes your product better?
You know what? Our app and the way it functions and how everything runs in it, like, and how we charge. Okay. We charge only $1.50 for 30 minutes. Wow. Yeah, most places charge you $3 out the back. And this is just, when I say most places, there's not even that much places to talk about because this is such a new industry. Yeah. You know, whether it's me or somebody else, it's going to be out there. I say within 5 years, it's going to be a normal thing to rent a phone charger on the
wherever
on the go.
You go.
That's what I feel, because especially these new young people coming up, you know, they would prefer be on having that instead of having to carry the charger with them, and eventually people get laughed at when they carry phone chargers.
Yeah, because you have to find a wall plug.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to say. This is
I'm like, can I borrow your wall plug? I need to charge
my phone. We should
call
it freedom charge because, you know, because if you think about time, you can never buy time. Right. You know, when you're charging your phone right there, that means it's taking time from your daily life to charge your phone that's supposed to help you out.
That's true. I didn't see it that way.
And I see that. It was like while I'm over here charging my phone at a game, I'm missing the game. But I want to post on the game, but I want to have my phone charged. How do they do that if you go to a Cardinals game?
That's true. And then you don't want to be, and then maybe another question that I might get maybe is like, well, what if the phone case has a charger? Not everyone wants to carry a big bulky case, first of all, right? So that's my response to that. I would want to carry this on my car, my purse, and my work, you know, business bag, and then say, okay, now my phone's about to die. I plug it, I leave it here for a couple of minutes. I gotta use the phone, unplug it, put it back in my purse. Now I have my phone working. So it's very simple.
Yeah, it's very simple, sleek, small. Okay. You know, and then when you get it, you don't have to worry about charging it. Now you could charge it at home, or you could just find it in the location, drop it in, scan it again, get a fully charged battery, keep pushing it along your day.
Okay. And if anyone that is watching, can you please have kids at a wedding venue just for one event? Is Maria's asking? Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Okay.
If it's within our, you know, around Arizona, around there, we could drop it off as well.
Okay, very well.
Yeah.
So if you guys want to contact Feliciano, if you provide your information, they can call you?
Yes. Actually, you could reach me on my Instagram. You could reach me. You could PM me directly, or you go to Power Sharing 602 powersharing602@gmail.com. You could email me directly and I'll respond.
And then the number is 602-687.
Yep, that's my number. You can call me or give me a text, whatever you guys feel. This is a great opportunity for venues, for business owners, for people,
Nice.
for across the board.
That's awesome.
I see this as being everywhere, like weddings. You're at weddings, you're
Yeah.
here. All
Or
that.
even like conference events or even work events where people get together to talk about business, anything like that.
Anybody where you have a phone at, it's a good spot.
I agree. No, I totally agree.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't really think about how necessary this could really be.
Because we're so used to it. Because I think
You know.
if you like me, I say I live the power sharing life because I'm always on the go.
Right.
Because I could just charge and go.
Yeah.
We don't even got chargers at our house no more. We have this.
That's
I have a
true.
little machine at my house.
You do?
Yeah, and we're subscribers to it, so we get it for
Nice.
free. So as long as I return it within 48 hours, it's free.
So I can take this with me. Like if I go to, let's just say that there is, let's just make an example.
Yeah.
This is an example. You partner up with all the, I don't know, like McDonald's. Maybe
Yes,
you did.
all the McDonald's.
They said that maybe that's a good
Yes.
opportunity for
Oh,
you to talk
I'm
to
looking to get
McDonald's.
into franchises. Yeah. No,
So
it
you
could
talk to McDonald's, for example, right?
Yeah.
And people go into McDonald's every day for a coffee, or they pick up, their breakfast, whatever. And this morning they said they walk in or drive through, whatever that is. I don't know what that looks like. They have it for 4 days, 5 days, but I want to return it back. I can still go back the 5th day, 6th day, and return it back, right?
You could return it, but you might as well just keep it. It
Might as well
becomes a
keep it.
purchase. After 48 hours, you don't bring it back. You could just keep it for yourself at
It
that
reminds
point.
me of Redbox.
No, it's exactly it's a red box for cell phone chargers.
Nice.
Because you could drop it off at one location and drop it off at another. Pick it up at one place, drop it off at another.
But the goal is to just turn it back within 24 hours.
within 48 hours.
48 hours.
Yeah. But even if you're at a bar or like, I just need a 30-minute charge it up to
Right.
30 minutes. Let's say 25 minutes. Well, I'm good to get home. Put it back. It's gonna charge you $1.50.
So solution is for you to charge the phone where you're at that moment, and then put it back and just
Oh yeah.
go on with your day.
But let's say you wanted to. Let's say, hey, I gotta go. Hey, just go to your app.
Mm-hmm.
Find a location, and then once you get there, just download and get it. Oh,
Yeah.
see, there you go.
Those-
That's at a venue right there. Like, what are we?
Those
see,
are
that's everybody. Why is everybody carrying their chargers
you have to sit
around?
next to the charger.
Exactly.
They
And
put
I
a
look
chair
at that
right
and I
next to
laugh.
it.
I was like, there's a better way, guys. What are we doing here? Well, the 21st century is here.
Right.
That's what we're looking for, open-minded business owners.
Right.
But a lot of people think it's like something behind it. Like, oh, why? No, it's free.
Yeah.
Free. Like, we give you the
It's
machine
free.
free. It's free for
So
the
if-
for the places. We drop it there for free.
Okay.
Give them free advertisement.
So you're adding more value
We're
to
happy-
the business owner.
Exactly. You talk to these these bartenders, they're always getting hounded. Hey, can you charge my phone? Can you charge my phone? So if you put their phone back there, what if beer falls in or something? Now the company is liable. Since when the bars became the charging, why
Yeah.
do they have to be in charge of that? They're there to drink alcohol, not to charge their phone, which is good to offer to them.
Right.
That's the other option you want to offer to them. But why do the bartender now they're slowing down service to charge their phone, which they're not even making money on that.
Right.
Now this guy right here that's been waiting over here at this bar for 30 minutes, while they're over there charging to another customer's phone.
Right.
It's about the value it brings as well.
Right.
Yeah. See, that's my daughter right there.
Oh, she's so
Yeah.
beautiful. Okay.
She's real shy. That's why I didn't want to show her face too much.
She downloads the app.
Yeah.
She gets it activated. Very cool.
Yeah.
So it's very straightforward.
Yeah,
And then
it's very-
it does a timer on it of
Yes,
when
it
it's
does.
due.
So moment you scan it, the timer will start on it.
Okay.
A timer will start, and then every 30 minutes will charge you $1.50, up to 4 hours. After 4 hours, they'll charge you max per day is $12.
Wow.
So let's say you forgot it in your purse. Oh, I took it home. I want to return it back. Well, after 4 hours, you might as well just keep it and bring it back at a different location at that point.
Right.
Because they won't charge you no more than $12 every 24 hours.
Is it where are you located right now? Like, is there a way we can find a map that we can locate? Like, where are all the stations right now?
Oh yeah, on the application.
On the website or on the application?
On the app.
On the
app, you actually download it.
Okay.
And then you hover over it.
And then it will pop up all
Yep.
the...
All the locations will pop up.
Oh, wow. So
And we're at these locations right here, and then you click on it, See, Whiskey on Western.
Nice.
You click on it right there. Sonny's Boxing Gym.
Okay.
You know. Roman's Oasis in Goodyear.
Wow. Okay.
Que Pasa, that's my uncle's restaurant right there.
Nice.
And then as you hover it, it'll pop up locations. See how they pop up?
Yeah.
Romans County, Aguirre.
We gotta get you in some coffee places, man.
Exactly. And that's where we got in with Relentless Beats as well.
Okay.
You know, so they do a lot of festivals throughout the year. Like we're there right now, and you know, and like they have like 15 to 20,000 people that show up. You know, and they there for a long period of time, and there's no really charging solutions there. You know, and this is they could go scan it, grab their phone, and continue to dance.
Yeah.
And when they're done, they could return it at that location they forget to, or get on the map, find another location, and drop it off there.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So it's just so many ways with this.
Very simple solution. Well, we're going to be going to a quick break right now, so please don't go anywhere. We're going to go into a quick break, so stay there. Don't go anywhere.
Don't take off just yet. We have a lot more to share. We will be back in 3, 2, 1.
Decibel Academia. El nivel de tu comunicación.
Done deal. This is Boost Your Business with Erica Sánchez.
Welcome back to BYB. I'm Erica Sánchez. I'm the host for today. We were talking about power sharing rentals and, you know, the benefits of using this, especially, you know, if you're a local owner in Arizona who has a brick and mortar location where you can actually station this at your location, store, coffee, whatever that is, right? We talked about like how this can really help a lot of consumers or customers who walk in to use it to charge the device versus carrying a long, lengthy charger in your purse and then sitting in the corner to make sure that you're charging your device. So we talked about all the benefits and how he's making an impact in Arizona, you know, offering that solution to owners, but also to the consumer. So it's a win-win for both parties. I think it's great. So, but I want to talk a little bit more about, like, we talked a lot straight about your business. We talked about, you know, what you know, how do you start with power rentals, but I think people want to hear more about you, get to know who you are. You know, did you have any struggles when you first began? Like, you know, it's crazy to hear maybe someone have a perfect life and not have any struggles. Everyone had them. So it's good to share those stories. So did you have any struggles growing up?
You know, my dad, you know, passed real young when I was like 13, you know, had a work accident. And, you know, after that, life changed completely as well. You know, it became more like, you know, the daily struggles. You know, my mom loved my dad so much, it's like she kind of gave up on life in a sense.
Oh, my goodness.
You know, so we had to help her out more. You know, at 14 and a half, I had to go I wouldn't go look for a job because I felt like I had to help my mom. Because she was struggling, because she wasn't financially. You know, my dad did everything. My dad took care of the money and everything. Wow. And then soon as, you know, he passed, my mom didn't she had no financial literacy, you know. So growing up, my mom always struggled, thinking, you know, the world's against her or some type, or, you know, but that's the way life is sometimes. Right. You know, and growing up, my dad, even when I was a kid, I used to always invent stuff as a kid. I had a cardboard. I'm a visionary person. Yeah. My mind doesn't stop. Like, if I have an idea in my mind, I could build it in a 3D model in my mind and look at it. And then I start thinking, how can I implement stuff like that towards the world? Right. Because even as a young kid, I always thought we live in a primitive world. even now, I think we're living in a primitive world.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, there's so much way, like this table, it should be charging your phone wirelessly. You know?
I agree.
Yeah. There's anything you see, there's always could be better.
Yeah.
You know, even when I was a kid growing up, and, you know, even when I was making my toys when I was a kid, even, you know, my dad used to go to my room, always tell me, home, we're going to go to some people and see if they like your inventions and, you know, to pursue them, you know, because I was always making stuff out of toys, cardboard and all kinds of stuff, motors with batteries, remote control cars, you know, helicopter, a lot of, you know, robotic stuff. I used to love RoboCop. I used to make RoboCop suits. You know, I used to always do stuff like that.
That's cute.
You know, and then growing up, you started getting, you know, into your life and not really focusing. You're more focused on surviving at that point than you are pursuing your life goals. And that's why once you get stability, then you start thinking, okay, now I want to pursue my goals in life, because for some reason, if I'm not pursuing something, you know, I don't feel comfortable. You know, I feel I'm a super hyper motivated person, and
that's
you know,
good.
I always felt like I'm gonna change the world some way and somehow. You know, even in a small scale, you know, if you change somebody's life, you know, you make a friend forever, and they might make the impact.
It's true.
You know, you want to motivate people as well, and that's why at one point I like to motivate people, because a lot of times we're a product of our environment.
It's true.
You know, and if you don't get out of that environment, you could actually convince yourself to think that that's the way it is, and it's not.
Como que te encierras.
Yeah, exactly. You put a little bubble around you, and you think it is. It's programming, though.
Yeah.
Everything's programming. You know, when we're growing up, we're programmed to be workers, in a sense. You go to work. I think the school system set up in a way it's like you're gonna work 5 days a week, because that's why we go to work 5 days a week. They invented it that way, you know, which is not a bad thing, because we know we need labor to be skilled to take care of stuff. Yeah. But we don't also teach people how to be entrepreneurs as well.
Right.
You know, we don't see those entrepreneurs and to tell us, hey, this is another way of living life. I also owned a jumper business, event rental business for like 5 years.
Really?
Yeah. So it's been called Jump Us Party Rentals.
Wow.
Yeah, I had that for 5 years. Had like maybe 7-8 employees.
Nice.
I also owned a car dealership as well. Had that. And my first year, while working a job, I remember my first year, I made $167,000, you know, and just sales by myself.
Wow.
You know, and at the time I was running 2 businesses and working, you know, and that's why I always, and when I first started the business, it's crazy, because I started the business to invest into my inventions. I was like, well, I'm gonna start this jumper business. If it makes me $2,000,
yeah, to make money on
the
the
side, to get that, to
invest.
funnel it straight out, so it doesn't affect my daily, you know, living standards.
So what do you do full time then? What do you do for a career?
I work for the city of Phoenix.
Wow,
yes.
Look at you.
So I've been there 15 years as well. You know, so you know, city Phoenix pays decent, but
your end goal will be.
Oh yes, I'm looking to get out of there, right? Which is a good job, you know.
Right.
But I'm not looking to have a job. I'm looking to, you know, to grow, be an entrepreneur. And, you know, put place what I have vision in my mind, which is power sharing. I've been thinking about power sharing since 2010. Yeah. You know, even before it came out of the concept, I've been thinking about it.
And it feels good because this is your logo, this is your baby. It's something that you put your sweat, tears, and hard work. And
I've been calling it power sharing before, already 8 years. Oh, power sharing. Like, what's power sharing? Oh, well, you're in charge. You could just take it with you. They're like, what is that? I was like, well, in the future, what I'm going to invent is, you know, I've always been but this is right there is going to lead into another power sharing. I want it to be at one point, honestly, like a household name, you know, because I wanted to not just do phone chargers. We want to do EV chargers in the future. Yeah, so you need to innovate more ideas as you grow. Oh, definitely. To keep up with demand, right? Exactly. So right now we build a good network with people. Yeah. And with all these open-minded business owners that allow us to put the machines. Plus we do revenue sharing with them as well. Wow. So it just, I don't understand. Some people are not open to that as well. Some people. Yeah. But majority of people that are coming up. But why though? What are some of the feedback that you've received? They always think there's a scam behind it. Because as a business owner, you always have people calling you trying to sell you something, you know. That's true. Yeah. So if you put your name, let's say if you go sign up for your business, well, there's a company that grabs that information. They'll call you, hey, you need business financing. Hey, you need this. You need this. Eventually, people they get so irritated being bombarded with calls and sales pitches. So I'm just another sales guy walking in. But let's say a person that goes to a normal spot, they know the owners individually, and they tell them, hey, well, I ran into this product, whatever. There's nothing behind it. They'll be more in tune to open their mind to that person they do know, opposed to me that they don't know, to look at me like I'm a sales guy.
Yeah, and then they probably don't understand exactly the way it works, and they're just thinking.
Exactly. And a lot of times when I show them, they're like, oh, no, I thought you charge your phone, you connect your phone. Like, no. I actually pop it out, and I give them, here, take it with you. They're like, what do you mean? I was like, no, take it with you and drop it off wherever you want. Look on the map. They're like, oh, I thought you connect your phone. It's like, no, it just, the learning curve, it just, it's like actually for an iPhone back in 2001.
Right.
You know, you don't even know it exists to ask for it. So that's one other reason I'm happy that you allowed me here, because I want to let everybody know about what is available to them. That ain't,
of course,
you know, so there's other options so they can alleviate them for having to have charged the customer's phone.
Of course. No, and it don't. And for me, it's more of a pleasure having you here, because you're giving solutions to people who are watching here.
Exactly.
So
I'm a solution-based person.
I love it.
We have solutions.
This is amazing. So thank you for sharing that. But let's go back. Let's go back about like I don't want to interrogate you, but
no.
I want to know more about like, you know, what triggered, like what happened with you when your dad passed away? What happened with your mom? And you know, you like, you know, how did you deal with all of this? Like, holy cow, it's a lot to deal with. You know?
Just when my dad died, it was a big impact, not just on our immediate family, but his brothers, sisters, and everybody. That was like the fun guy that brought the whole family together.
What happened to him?
It was like an accident. He actually went to work like on a Saturday morning, and I guess the electricity went out, and he went to like the breaker, tried to restart it, and for what I heard, you know. And it actually blew up, and it caught him on fire, and it shocked him right before too that it cooked his kidneys, you know. So he got shocked so bad he ended up going to the hospital, and like a week later he ended up passing, you know. And it was a big shock, you know. It just when that happened, it's like a whole chapter just changed in your life. It was because they're completely different after that. You know, and then my mom was, you know, she did the best she can. She had, you know, 3 boys and 1 little girl to take care of. And, you know, my mom was, you know, my dad was the breadwinner. He knew about the finances, and my mom didn't. And she tried best she can, you know. And growing up, so I just felt like I had to help my mom. And I felt like I didn't want to let down my dad as well, because my dad was real strict on us, you know. He put us in boxing as well. I love boxing. When I was a kid, my dad put us in boxing.
That's cool.
Because you know what? If it wasn't for boxing, honestly, that makes you very mentally strong-minded.
Yeah, it brings a lot of skills like teamwork,
confidence.
Teamwork.
Rigorous training in boxing. You know, and actually that means because my dad died, we continued boxing. You know, it kept me out of the streets. You know, because we weren't raised in a good area either.
Right.
You know, you had to make sure like don't stay away from them. And my dad saw that. Because my brother, you know, growing up, he was, you know, involved in, you know, other activities that he got in trouble on. And, you know, we kind of learned from that as well. You know, at one point, I always wanted to pursue my inventions. I wanted to become an inventor growing up. But growing up, you didn't even know what that meant. You know, how do I even pursue this? Well, now growing up, you're older. Well, maybe I should have been an engineer.
Yeah.
You know, engineer, because I'm always coming with new ideas of, you know, cars, anything, a plethora of things, you know, like phone chargers, you know, it just, and then the world needs to know about it. And I think like even America, if you look at it, we're behind the power curve. Yeah. You see what China, go to Japan, you come back here, you look like, wow.
Yeah.
We're like a third world country compared to them now. You know?
When it comes to those inventions, I can tell.
They're just so far ahead. It's because the process here is harder, more expensive here.
I was watching this TikTok video not long ago in China. There was a girl. It was so like relaxing because she literally went to her house and took everything that's electrical.
Yeah.
The kitchen, she put everything on the microwave with electrical. She was using her electrical like facial. She was using a steam that was electrical. Like everything that you can literally see in her apartment was electrical. And I'm like, but it's in plastic. Yeah. And I'm like, why do I feel like we're so like still in the old age in a way?
No, we are. Right. You know, we're stopping innovation. Yeah. You know, that's why we want to look for those open-minded people, these businesses, because not everybody's open-minded, because I don't know why. I'm an open-minded person. I think we should cars should be running on water, but, because it's been done before.
Right.
And I always follow technology in general. I'm fascinated with technology.
Very cool.
What's coming up next, or how that going to be better, or what's the next 10 years coming, like next 15 years, the way we think about cars is going to completely change.
Yeah.
Be all electric. It'll be electric grid everywhere, electric cars. Like Tesla, I think, Joe Biden wants to put 400,000 electrical power stations throughout the whole U.S.
Wow.
And if you think about it, gas is going to go up regardless.
Oh, yeah.
Because in order to meet the demand of electrical cars, you're going to see gas go up. Because everything is supply and demand. So if your gas is $10 a gallon, you're going to be more intrigued to get an electrical car.
So since you come in this field of electrical and all that, do you think that people should start buying into electrical cars versus gasoline cars?
I think the rift is going to begin already, I believe. Because with this war going up $3.99 a gallon, and that's sustainable.
It went to $7 in California.
Exactly. How's that sustainable when your pay didn't go up that percentage?
Right.
So
right.
it's honestly, I feel it's going to be rigged going up that way in order for everybody to jump in the electrical. Because if gas is $2, why would anybody go electric? Everything's supply demand.
That's true.
And General Motors already agreed to they're going to build cars no matter what, but because they're anticipating gas going up.
Yeah.
So that's the only way it's going to work, which is not a bad thing. It's going to save our environment in a way.
Yeah.
But I want to be part of that revolution as well.
That's
and
good.
it starts right here with phone charging. Let's start here. So everybody should have a charger on the go.
Yeah, because everyone has a device. Everyone live on their device every single day. It's part of your routine.
Have you heard about low battery anxiety?
No way. Are you serious?
No, I'm serious. It's a low battery anxiety.
Low battery anxiety?
Hey, Google. Low battery anxiety.
Let me see.
Oh no! Yeah, it's an actual thing.
Really?
Yeah, I had to screenshot it on the way to work.
So people have anxiety.
Exactly. Low battery anxiety.
I cannot believe
Yeah,
this.
it's true. People get anxiety on it. I did a screenshot earlier, and it says right here. It's not a medically recognized condition, but for many people, it's thought that their phone battery running low is a worry of all too often at forefront of their mind. Low battery anxiety.
You know what? I could understand
Yeah.
that. No wonder there were times where I was having panic moments. I'm just kidding.
Exactly. Like, what are we going to do? What are we going to do? Well, you weren't part of power sharing.
Wow. 41% of people fear missed calls, the most when faced with a dead battery. Wow. And then 17% of males missed a match on a dating app because their phone died before they could swipe.
I'm not making stuff up. It's real.
Did not know this.
Yeah.
I did not know this.
But you might not even know what's happening until now you read it. Like, oh, now I'm gonna get low battery anxiety here.
So, please, if you're an owner, contact.
I got prescriptions for that.
He has a prescription for you, and it's called Power Rentals.
Yeah, Power Sharing Rentals right here, guys.
So if you're an owner, please give a call to Feliciano Angel Salinas. His number is 602-687-3446. You can also email him at powersharing602@gmail.com. Are you giving anything, like any promotions or any discounts for anyone who's watching today on the radio show who might want to contact you?
So if anybody finds a machine and all they have to do is just tag my Instagram on there, and once they tag it, I'll give them 1 week free. So anybody that's listening, if you get on here, you tag my machine, if you're next to it, and then you share it, you tag it, I'll give you 1 week free of free charging.
Nice. And that is your Instagram, Power Sharing.
Yep, right there. And then once you tag it, I'll direct message you and see if you want to keep, and then I'll look you up on the back end. Once you sign up, I'm going to be able to find you. I'll give you free access.
Nice. It's a cool deal.
Yeah.
Well, awesome. All right. Well, do you have anything that you would like to share with the viewers before we come to the end of our show?
I just want to thank all the partners that we're partnering up with, and thank you for allowing us to put our machines there, for being open-minded, and we hope to find more open-minded business owners to allow us to help their customers out, solve their problem of low battery anxiety.
Okay.
But thank you for allowing me to be here. I really do
course.
appreciate it.
My pleasure.
And it's such an honor to be here.
Thank you. No, the honor is mine. Thank you. Well, thank you again. All right. Well, everyone, again, thank you for being here at the show. Again, I do the shows every other weekend. BYB, Boost Your Business with Emotion Radio and Entre Mujeres Radio. If you guys want to get a hold of me, if you guys, again, my full-time career, I'm a franchise developer and consultant. So I help owners elevate their business with franchising. So you guys can go to my website here, give me a call. I'm locally here as well. My office is literally downtown area. And then, so I'll leave you guys with the quote of the day. Again, we are in the Women's Month. So I kind of want to connect those quotes to, be in that month that we all women have to be happy for. But nothing is impossible. The word itself says I'm impossible by Audrey Hepburn. So leave you with that. Have a blessed day. I'll see you guys in the following weekend. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
This great deal has already started. We are waiting for you with more tools to take your company to the next level in the next edition of Boost Your Business.